Yet another Republican has come out and publicly said that Donald Trump should definitely not declare that he is running for president before the midterms. Because, as this individual put it, it would be a, quote, huge disaster for the Republican Party. And that individual, by the way, happens to be former Arkansas governor, failed Republican presidential candidate Mike Huckabee. Huckabee, during a recent interview with Fox News' Brian Kilmeade, had this to say. I think it would be a huge disaster and mistake if he were to announce this before the midterms, because right now the focus needs to be solely and completely on getting Democrats out of control of the House and Senate and setting up for a much better situation going into 2024. To distract the American public from those elections in November, I think would be a huge mistake that could have disastrous consequences. Now, again, Huckabee is not the first Republican to say this. Strategists say this, Democrats know this. But other Republicans have also hinted at this. They have been, basically telling Trump, do not do this till after the midterms. You've had the RNC say if you announce before the midterms, we got to cut you off from the legal fees that we're paying for you. So, hey, back off, buddy. But what I think is so funny is that these idiots don't understand what they're actually saying. See, the reason, of course, they don't want Trump to run before the midterms is because then the midterm focus becomes about how horrible Trump is. And then everybody remembers how horrible he is, and then they don't vote for Republicans. So they say, oh, just announce after the midterms. Is Trump suddenly going to not be horrible after the midterms? That's the part that makes no sense, and these idiots don't even realize they're doing it. They're admitting he's terrible. They're admitting he is toxic and that he cannot win elections. So they're saying, hey man, just announce later. Again, is the public going to suddenly forget how bad things were under Trump if he announces after the midterms? Are Democrats not going to make it all about Trump if he announces after the midterms? Where is the logic in their rationale here? What they're really trying to say is don't run for president again. That's what they want. But of course, none of them have the courage to actually come out and say that. So they dance around the issue. They say things like, oh, just do it after the midterms because, we got to keep it focused on Democrats and not you. But what they're really saying is that you're too toxic to be associated with this party and an election. That goes for 2022, it goes for 2024 and beyond. Donald Trump is damaged goods. Republicans themselves, strategists, are telling us that. It's the people like Mike Huckabee, the people with very large platforms that need to come out and publicly say this. They're the ones that have the audiences. They're the ones that have the influence over these idiots in the Republican Party. If y'all came out as a united front and said, listen, Trump is damaged goods. We can't do this. We'll never win again. Let's move on. Then maybe you could get even more of your party, even though you already have a majority, to say that we don't want Trump to run again. But all you're doing is kicking the can down the road, creating problems for you in late November instead of problems for you in September. You're still going to have to address the problems. You're just hoping to buy yourselves a little more time to figure out how to do that.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.